The French president was branded a wimp after he decided to suspend Brexit threats against the UK over fishing rights at the 11th hour. The attack came from Les Patriots leader Florian Philippot, a candidate for the French 2022 presidential elections. He said, "Fishing, Macron promised sanctions against the United Kingdom this Tuesday at midnight. Then, Pitiful, announces that he is backing down. Trump spoke of a wimp about him, it's incredible. French fishermen demand a sovereign country and a true head of state. Britain, on the other hand, has welcomed France having stepped back from threats to impose punitive action in a dispute over post-Brexit fishing licenses as talks to settle the row continue. Environment Secretary George Eustace acknowledged a de-escalation from French President Emmanuel Macron as he held off on the action against British boats that he had warned could have been implemented on Tuesday. But the cabinet member said a meeting between Brexit Minister Lord Frost and France's Europe Minister Clement Beaune in Paris on Thursday would be very important as further talks with the EU are also scheduled. Meanwhile, Downing Street was forced to clarify a suggestion by Mr. Eustace that the British vessel impounded during the diplomatic storm because of administrative confusion had been released by France after it emerged it remains in Le Havre. Mr. Macron had warned that Paris could block British boats from landing their catches in French ports and tighten customs checks from midnight in protest at what they claim is a refusal by the UK authorities to grant licenses to French boats. Mr. Eustace told Sky News, "We welcome the fact France has stepped back from the threats it was making last Wednesday. We've always said we want to de-escalate this and always said we have an ever-open door to discuss any further evidence France or the EU might have on any additional vessels they'd like to have licensed." France has clearly taken a decision not to implement some of the decisions they threatened last Wednesday. We very much welcome that, but I think there's going to be a very important meeting on Thursday between Lord Frost and his opposite number, not just on fisheries but a wider range of issues as well. Mr. Eustace told broadcasters he understood the Scottish registered scallop dredger, the Cornelis Gert-Jan, has now been released following administrative confusion related to a change in the vessel's engine. However, officials later acknowledged it remains subject to detention by French authorities in Le Havre. Macduff Shellfish, the owner of the boat, was under the impression it would remain at Le Havre until at least after a hearing schedule in Rouen on Wednesday. The Prime Minister's official spokesman said, the vessel concerned remains in port having been detained by the French authorities. The European Union said talks convened with officials from France, the UK, Jersey and Guernsey would continue today.